In today's video, we're gonna check up on all of the different programs we're in, and we're also gonna check up on Western Coin and Regal Coin, as we did have issues over the weekend, but there's been some kind of resolution, or at least they're working on stuff. All that coming right up. The name of the game is compounding. You're either making it or you're paying it. Lucky for you, you get to follow my trades. Let's make some money. What's going on, everybody? DJ Nate D here, and welcome to Passive Profits, a series where I share the progress of my passive income investments and review new and upcoming investment programs so together we can make some money. So basically, over the weekend, I posted a video talking about how I couldn't withdraw my money from Western Coin, and it turns out more specifically that Western Coin's service has been blocked by certain email providers. And that's usually because of distrust, but not necessarily meaning Western is a scam or anything. It just means that they blew up so fast that their automatic spam filters most likely saw that as a red flag and outright were completely blocking the emails. It wasn't in the spam folder or anything like that. Not to go too deep into building sites, but I've seen this happen. It actually, the IP address of the server itself gets blocked. And that's what I suspect was happening with Western Coin and Yahoo, and apparently people were saying Outlook and Hotmail and things like that. Nevertheless, towards the end of the day yesterday, after about 9 or 10 hours, it finally showed up. All of the emails, actually about 7 or 8 of them, all in one lump sum showed up in my spam folder. So I said, okay, maybe they've now had that cleared up with Yahoo. So I went back in and I was able to withdraw my balance at Western Coin. So that is all good. And hopefully if you guys had the same issue, now you know you can go back and most likely you will finally receive that validation email. So we've got a lot of other good stuff to talk about as well. But first, if you guys have been enjoying the videos and the content I'm bringing you guys, please leave a like. I appreciate that. And also a comment below. That lets me know you guys are enjoying the content and it makes it worth my while to continue to put hours of work into helping you guys out every single day by creating these videos series. So we'll have to now see what happens with Western Coin. I know they posted a message, basically a pop-up. Now when you log in, you'll see a pop-up that says, thank you very much, the ICO is over and we may begin the lending soon. The situation with me is, as I mentioned in my video, I still missed the ICO literally by just minutes. I actually filmed it, but I just haven't shown it to anybody. But I missed it by minutes. My Bitcoin was still going through confirmations and I was watching the last few tokens trickle away. It's fine. I wasn't crazy about jumping in here. I was only doing it just so that I can have the link where you guys could sign up and start building the team in case this does actually become something worthwhile. We have the team in place and you guys could benefit from being on my network. Nevertheless, that didn't happen then, but when the lending happens, it may happen then. So we'll see what happens with that. I'll keep Western Coin in the back burner for now, and we'll see how it materializes to see if they stick around and long enough for the lending to actually start. Real quick checkup on the market here. This little bit of information actually really caught my eye. Overstock's regulated token exchange will launch with its own ICO. I mean, it just is like, really, we're talking about a legitimate US big corporation launching with an ICO. Now, as far as I understood it, here in the US, ICO is a real gray area because it obviously, it really dabbles between IPO and ICO, and you know, the SEC really isn't very fond of it because of that conflict, right? It's kind of like a company, in this case, it's a company getting around all of the regulations that they've put in place. So we're gonna see how this materializes. They're actually starting some kind of token exchange, as it says here. They're expecting to raise around 200 to 500 million. Of course they can. I mean, we've got no-name companies doing this, right? Like I remember some of the new coins that have come out, not these Western and Regal coins, but prior to that, like real actual coins have actually met some of these numbers. So it's going to be interesting to see how this turns out. This is basically ICOs going mainstream, so that's going to be insane. Of course, the talk of the day is Bitcoin market just going absolutely bonkers this morning. 48.28 right now at the time of this video, which is at just under 5 o'clock Eastern New York time. I mean, this is crazy. We're back on the bull run. So if you remember from a couple of days ago, we created this little channel to the upside, broke out of the channel here. Looks like we were maybe just doing some sideways trading, but it actually looked like it was more of a correction. But now we are just like heading to the moon. And this is exactly what I was talking about. Hopefully you guys saw that video in regards to the upcoming forks. Exactly what I was saying. People are selling off on the altcoins and exchanging it for Bitcoin, because the more Bitcoin you have, is the more Bitcoin Gold you're gonna get. And also SegWit 2X is also gonna be another fork where the more Bitcoin you have is the more you're gonna have at that fork. Now, I don't have a ton of information about SegWit yet, so as that starts coming closer, I'll likely feed that to you guys. But I know for sure with the Bitcoin Gold, that is gonna be a split. And again, the more you have of Bitcoin is the better off you're gonna be. So speaking of that, a lot of people have been asking me, so what is it that they need to do in order to be able to take advantage of these forks? Now, I don't know, like I said, I don't know too much about SegWit X, 2X yet, but as far as Bitcoin Gold, I've heard it from the actual makers of Exodus wallet themselves. They said they're not going to support it, but all you need to do in a lot of these forks is have access to the private keys. And then when that Bitcoin Gold comes out with their own wallet, you import your private keys into their wallet. And now you will magically have the same amount of Bitcoin Gold as you had Bitcoin the day of the fork. Okay, so that's something important to remember. Now, another important thing as well is as we get closer to the fork day, which I believe, let's bring it up actually. Holy smokes, I just tried looking it up and it is literally impossible to Google it. It shows up nowhere. And if you type in BTC Gold, you're going to the scam site that is replicating BitConnect. Basically, it's a BitConnect clone that's like btcgold.biz or something. So stay away from that one. The official URL is btcgpu.org. I'll try and put it in the description below so that you guys can find it. But unfortunately, there's nothing here. So you're not really missing anything. This is all there is. But the bottom line is people keep asking me, how do they take advantage of it? And the answer to that is just as I said, all you need to do is be in a wallet and you have access to the private keys. And with those private keys, you'll be able to import it into the Bitcoin Gold wallet. And at some point when an exchange starts to sell Bitcoin Gold, then you'll be able to send it from that wallet to that exchange, whichever it's going to be, and then you'll be able to cash it out. Which exchange it's going to be, nobody knows. Which wallets support you having access to your private keys, you're going to have to Google that. Unfortunately, there is a million wallets in the world, and I won't be able to answer which ones work and which ones don't. I know a lot of you guys are going to have that question. I know for sure with Exodus wallet, you do have access to your private keys. I think it's like Control-Shift-D or something like that. It gives you a special menu and then you go down and you can actually export the private keys. So that's one plus, that's the one that I use. I also use blockchain.info, and our friend Inspirata215 actually sent me a link the other day to a tutorial that shows you how to get access to the private keys, but I haven't tried it. So I don't know for sure if the blockchain wallet actually does allow that. But you can find that out. Google is your friend. If you need to know that, just type it into Google, the name of your wallet, private keys, and you'll find some documentation on it. Then once you have it, print it out and don't leave it online, because if a hacker breaks into your machine and they get access to those, that's it. They stole your wallet. Okay, just know that. The private keys is like your secret password to your wallet. That's all you need. They don't even need the public key, just the private key, and they have your money. So just be very careful with it. Another thing as well, now that I think about it, because you do have to use the private keys to import it into the BTC Gold wallet when it comes out, I can bet you any amount of money there's going to be a million fake wallets out there waiting for you to give them your private keys, promising you back BTC Gold, but instead they're just stealing your money. So as we get closer, once I start knowing more official information, I'll let you guys know what is the official wallet. For now, I would say the only place you should trust is this website, btcgpu.org. If it's not here, then don't trust it. If you found it in the Android marketplace, if you found it in iTunes store, whatever, don't trust it, okay? Unless they are the ones that are pointing you there directly to it. And that's the only way that I suggest you trust it. Okay, so moving on to Regal Coin. Regal Coin has been having issues all weekend. Their wallet has been down. Now the wallet has been loading, but you can't send out any coins. As you see down here, the withdraw or REC button is completely disabled. Now we're starting to see balances in our accounts, but it looks like it's coming and going, and maybe they're still working on stuff. So for now, that's at least good news that they're working on stuff. Now here's what's really funny is the price per coin has jumped up to $18.29. Now there's a multitude of reasons for it. If you type in Yobit Twitter and you go to the Yobit Exchange's official Twitter page, you will find their post from 5 hours ago that they are now trading Regal coin on the exchange. Now, this is the only way to find it right now. Even Googling the phrase didn't work. I was trying that and that wasn't working out. And it doesn't show up apparently here on the left either if you do the search. Let's see if it shows up now. Nope. REC, nope. REG, not yet, probably overnight. Nevertheless, Regal coin is now trading at yobit.net as well. So that could be slightly contributing. I see there's some volume here, not a whole lot. There's also a conference going on in Vietnam these few days, which is likely maybe why the excess amount of traffic took the server down this weekend and caused all these problems. But probably the most important reason why the price has gone through the roof is because of this issue here. The fact that the sellers, us people who are withdrawing money out of the platform and going over to coin exchange to sell our coins, we cannot do it until they actually fix the issue. So right now there was almost no sellers and it's only buyers in the market. That's what's going on. So when you have that type of situation, you have the supply really low and you have the demand staying the same or slightly increasing, you're gonna have a price increase. So what does that mean? Well, that means the moment they open this button up, it's gonna be a floodgate of us sellers going off to the exchanges to sell our coins. And then the price should correct significantly because there's gonna be a ton of volume waiting to be sold the moment we hit the exchanges. So don't get too excited with this price. Like I said, it's likely not gonna last unless they keep us waiting days and days and days. And if they do that, the faith in this platform is gonna drop anyhow, and thus the buyers are gonna disappear as well. So they need to play this very, very delicate right now. Moving over to BitPetite. So I am literally just a few days away from being at the finish line. Basically, I'm at 30 Litecoins of the 33 I was supposed to get by the end of the term. And as far as BTC, I came in with half a Bitcoin and I'll be walking away with 0.73, which is that 47% gain. And already I'm at 0.67. So just days away from being complete with my initial loan, and I'll be doubling up some of my loans here at BitPetite. Chain Group has been rocking. Looks like a day over 36, 37. I can't even tell what that is. It looks almost like $40. And I'm usually just around that $30 mark. So very, very strong day yesterday. And as I mentioned before, actually on my very first investment here, I am now officially in profit. That was one that was done August 30th. So I'm at 107%. I got my money back and now I'm 7% in profit there. And I have, as you see here, till February 25th of getting these 2 to 3% returns every single day. If you're not in here yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. I mean, Dragon and BitStrong are just kicking butt and they continue to do so. Here with the other one I'm in, which is BitStrong, 95% of my money back. So in just a couple more days, I'll be in profit with that one as well. And then I'll have from here to December 7th of getting 2 to 3% per day as well of pure profit. So those are rocking. I'm very, very happy with Chain Group. So that is basically it for today's updates. If you've been enjoying the videos, I really appreciate it. Please leave a like and a comment below that lets me know that you guys are enjoying the content. It makes it worth my while to keep coming back every day to help you guys and create some great content. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so now and click on that little bell icon as well so you get the instant notifications. This way when I post something of importance, you will get the notification and you won't miss out of that information. This is DJ Nate D signing out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.